Look at these kids, customers, because we want to show the guys at the other regions the standard faces that we want to see at the channel's National Kids Cup. And because customers' integrity is very, very important, this is going to be an ongoing process. We cannot defeat age cheats in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, but we can say this is a model to start fighting it.
Yes, certainly. I mean, this is just it. Intense looking through of whether these boys are qualified to play in this competition. I mean, this is just it. It shows that the technical committee are very thorough people. They understand the need for grassroots development. They understand the need to catch them young. Not somebody that is probably not the age, but claims is an age and all that. I mean, these are some of the things we're talking about. I remember on a radio medium, I was talking with a colleague, and she was like, "There's no competition that they do in Nigeria that is age cheat free." And I had to tell her, I was like, at least I know one competition that is not like that. Fine, I didn't mention the name of Channels Television, but it was afterwards like Channels TV do this, and they do this every year. It's not because I am here, but because it's something I know about. So, I mean, there should be a model. Fine, it could be very rigorous. It could be the fact that probably Nigeria does not have, online database and all that. It could be very rigorous, and it could be as if we're wasting time, and it's painful and all that. But then a standard must be set. And trust me, anybody that wants to do this, there's a benchmark.
That's right.
That Channel Television has set a benchmark. Now pass the landmark and let's see how it goes. So as far as I'm concerned, kudos to the technical committee, kudos to Channel Television, kudos to you guys, because this is not easy.
That's right.
I mean, this is not easy. You do this every day. Still come back to do this show. I mean, it's so difficult just to make sure that we get the right things. I mean, these guys, they play some years later in the national teams, or even if they don't play the national teams, they play. They probably go abroad, and of course, we see them playing in all of the competitions and all that. To come to us that, okay, fine, these boys here in the channels.
I agree. Yeah, maybe because most times, games masters, coaches, they're culpable in all of this age cheat problem. A child that is just 13, if you walk up to him and say, "How old are you?" He says 13, and he says, "What year were you born?" He shouldn't start trying to scratch his head to think about 2005 should just come out. This is your date of birth, So for us, if we continue this, imbibe integrity, honesty into these kids, at some point you'll find out that age cheat is no more.
Yeah, I do agree with Cosmos. So sometimes when you start this, probably looks like you're fetching water with a basket. It looks like your efforts is futile, but you also want to it's a fragment of the bigger picture. We live in a society where a lot of people, victories are sweet. People are desperate for victories. You'll be surprised at the level at which people go to, or people that are behind some of the things that people do to ensure that somebody just says, we must do this for Delta State, and people high, for want of an example. That's why I mentioned, I'm not saying Delta per se, but I'm just saying, that those things happen. But if we continue and not shy away from this, like you said, you discover that all of these things will change. But the desperation is there. That's one of the basic problems. But things like this that we're doing is ensuring that, look, you can do it elsewhere. Yeah. But when you come here, this is the standard.
That's right.
Present pupils that fall within the age bracket, and for those kids is an experience. Look, we're smart enough to know that not all of them will become professional football players, but these things are essential to their growth, and it's not good for someone to take it away from them. If somebody is an 18-year-old and an experience a 10-year-old should be having, you're denying a 10-year-old that deserves to have that experience, which might probably an experience of a lifetime, because I don't know anybody that organized something that close to what Charles is doing. You might just be robbing a child of that, and we don't want that to happen.
I agree. So that's it. Season 9 of the channel's National Kids Cup Lagos preliminaries. I told you that it was fun and excitement all the way. Let's take a look at Roshalom Nursery and Primary School. They came with their supporters club, and you see, it's all about mindset. They lost 3-0. But they love the fact that they came out of class, they brought their band, they cheered their school, and they had fun. This is what we're just trying to do.
Mission accomplished.
You know that? It's as simple as that. They go back to school, they're excited.
You know, it's not just the guys that were on the field. Look at these girls.
If you're not playing, you have fun cheering.
The drummers, whoever's played the musical instruments, the teachers. It was a total package, and it's part of their development and their growth, and also the sports culture that we've been talking about. I mean, if a girl of this age starts coming to the stadium, football venues to support a team. A girl like that.
Do you know there are some persons, they don't know what it is to have an experience at the stadium?
Of course.
At 11, 12, look at them, already at the stadium. Team spirit is achieved. Bonding. What it takes to have good teamwork.
And if she's lucky that the school spends a few more days in the competition, look at the kind of experience.
That's right.
And it will, of course, trickle up. I mean, I love this. It didn't matter that they lost. They're giving us something to talk about.
There you go.
And it's still part of that experience. You know, something that you cannot quantify.
Cosmos, that was that one.
I mean, that was awesome. I mean, you talked about a stadium experience and all that, and I can remember the first time I went to watch a match at the stadium was qualifiers for Mali 2002. That was Nigeria versus Zambia. Is it Zambia? 1-0. Agali scored that day at the National Stadium. I think that was towards the end of 2001. First time at the National Stadium, I was scared. I mean, I watched TV. I wanted to do this job, and but I was really scared. Now these guys are in a stadium, whether mini or fuller, and they're in a stadium. I mean, this is awesome. This is what we're trying to talk about. Extracurricular activity is actually very good when it comes to education, and this is an experience. I mean, probably 5 years from now, trust me, if she's watching, if those girls are watching right now, that pride. Tomorrow they'll be talking in school. I mean, I've talked before. Tomorrow they'll be talking in school.
You know,
that was on TV.
You
understand what I'm trying to say? So, I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. Then there's something I want to beg you people, Channels Television, for the Channels Kids Cup. Please, maybe for the La Decima, can you involve girls?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for now, it's just for boys.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm begging because we need to catch them young.
Yeah, we need to, but a lot of things, because the same way.
But we can tell you that we have heard you.
I will keep it in view.
I'm not part of the family.
I will keep it in view. I will keep it in view, but it's the same way we say we cannot allow people that are overage to play. I mean, we cannot also allow a child that is 3 or 4 to come and say wants to play. So you see, we watched a lot of things. Now, how many parents will allow their 10-year-old daughters, 11-year-old daughters to come around, run, kick the ball?
They probably fancy athletics.
But by the time they see Azizat Shola and what she has achieved, trust me, they'll probably think about it.
It's very possible, and we have been talking about this for quite some time, but for now it's for boys. So let's say for that. Season 9 of the Channels National Kids Cup Lagos preliminaries are getting us to talk sports.